I was in art school, I studied abroad in Italy, and that got me really interested in food. And then after coming back, I actually decided I wanted to work with food as part of my art making process. And I actually, like right in school, started making cakes. But after graduating, I realized I really loved working with food and working with cake, and it was also something I could do out of school because I was doing a lot of other things in school, like using the sculpture studio or the wood shop or all these things, and like had a kitchen at home. So it was something that I could like easily do outside of school once I didn't have access to all those studios. And I decided to spend a year working at a restaurant to kind of like figure out my path. And while working there, I just really got the bug. I got interested, and then I realized I wanted to start my own cake shop. And eventually I did, and I didn't know what I was doing at all, but I just made it work. And now here we are. I actually really love that, every day is a bit different. And like, I'm challenged every day, every week, every year. And so I don't feel like complacent or burnt out. And it's not just about the designs themselves, it's about like building the business as a whole. I love this work. Like, I love working with my hands. I love coming up with new ideas. It's always exciting to me. And so there's been a huge growth, I guess, since like the very first year when I didn't even really know how to do my payroll taxes to like now when we have this wonderful team and I'm trying to be a really great manager to them and like help them grow and build a business that I'm really, really proud of. And so I think that has been like the biggest thing here. It's like, I love the work, the creative work, and I love that I can be creative every day, but I also like that I'm like building something bigger too. But another thing I always tell people about like my art school training in terms of like translating that into being a business owner, I feel like it gave me this like feeling of not being afraid to fail, if that makes sense. I was really used to having open-ended questions and not always getting the answer the right time. And so I think that that kind of mindset of like being used to not having like one solution and one way to get things done has really served me throughout like the whole course of owning the business. There's no one career path that's gonna be a perfect thing. And I just wouldn't obsess about like finding your one true passion, because I just feel like if you find something that you're passionate about right now, that can be, what you work on for the next 5 years, or it can be like your life's work. But like, I think I felt really pressured in some ways to find like my path and this is what's gonna happen. There's a lot of other things I could have done and probably been equally happy with. I feel like this experience at Stamps really helps me to build this business and like have the confidence to kind of try something that maybe I was gonna fail. And I think on a daily basis, it's like all this creative problem solving, like it all adds up. I think like, all those little things I learned over the course of all that education, I'm influenced by all of it, like every day.